For my next anime review, I'm doing My Hero Academia Vigilantes Season 2. This anime is done by Studio Bones Film and it is rated PG-13. As someone who enjoyed the first season quite a bit, and honestly, I do think Vigilantes had a better start than the mainline series of than the main series did. I was looking forward to season 2 quite a bit. After it's all said and done, I do have to say the season had a great first couple opening episodes, and it had a great final couple. The season finale to the season I found to be really enjoyable. Season 2 is not as good as the first season, if I'm gonna be honest. I do feel like this season needed at least a few more episodes to help flesh some things out, because this season is juggling a lot of things, honestly. It's juggling the current plot line with the villain, with the mysterious villain with the speed power. It's also dealing with our main character's storyline with from the previous season as well, and we're also dealing with a couple other plot threads. We're also dealing with a backstory with Eraserhead and several other characters from the main series. So this season is juggling a lot more than the first season did. When this season is going from the main storyline and then it suddenly jumps to the backstory for Eraserhead, the transition was really weird. I felt it was suddenly abrupt. It bogged the season down, if I'm gonna be honest, but it was nice to see the backstory with Eraserhead and Midnight, and I can't remember the hero with the voice quirk. It was nice seeing their backstory and seeing how they started out. This season definitely needed more episodes because I felt like parts of the season were really rushed, if I'm gonna be honest. We didn't get enough of Knuckle Duster, and because the stuff that was going on with him was really interesting, and then once they finally get to the part where you find out what he's been doing, it's really cool. And the fight scene with him when we finally get there was awesome. It was great to see, but it took a little too long to get there, if I'm gonna be honest. And yeah, that is my main problem with season 2. I really do feel like this season drags its feet way too much. And that's why I think season 1 is the superior season. We all know that Vigilantes is going to get a season 3. That's pretty much that I know is going to happen. The My Hero Academia franchise is way too popular not to do a full manga adaptation. So hopefully season 3 is better. Now, it's not all bad. There was some stuff that I really enjoyed about season 2. The times that we do get to spend with Kochi and Pop Step were really enjoyable. I really like their dynamic quite a bit. The story is basically telling you out loud that these two are eventually gonna become a thing, and I do think they're doing that part of the story really well. They're not rushing anything like they shouldn't. The action in season 2 is really enjoyable. They do some really creative set pieces in this season. The only action that I felt was a bit lacking is in Eraserhead's backstory section of the series, of the season. Now, it's not terrible, it's just compared to the rest of the action we've gotten in Vigilante so far, it is a bit lackluster in my opinion. The music in this season was just as good as the first season, if I'm going to be honest, and I also really enjoyed the opening and the ending themes as well. It's a toss-up between which one I think is better. It just comes down to a preference, if I'm going to be honest. The animation as well, it continues its level of quality that I expected from the first season. Bones Film always delivers in that department. There weren't really any unlikable characters this season, which I can't really say that for the mainline series, which other than a few side characters, most of the cast is very likable. They do a great work with Captain Celebrity in this season as well. They do some great character work, similar on how they did with Endeavor from the mainline series. So the great character writing continues in Vigilantes, which is great to see. That was my favorite part of the mainline series. So, and when they eventually do come out with season 3, I am definitely going to be looking forward to it. So yeah, this season overall is really good, except for some complaints that I do have with it. And I would amiss if I did not mention the pacing. Other than a few episodes here and there, mainly to deal with Erasure's backstory, that's where most of my problems come from, really, which is kind of sad because I really do like that character. That's one of the main things I think they should have really done a better job at in this season, because that is unfortunately the worst part of season 2. That definitely knocks down a few points for me. Honestly, I'm hoping that season 3 is better, but still, overall, this season is very enjoyable, and if you enjoyed the first season, I think you'll enjoy Vigilantes Season 2. And for my score for My Hero Academia, Vigilantes Season 2 is a solid 7 out of 10. With the problems with the backstories with the Erasure Head, that really does dock a couple points, because every episode that went on with that backstory, there were pacing issues with every episode. Despite that, the rest of the season is really good. Pop Step still by far is my favorite character. Let me know down in the comments what you guys thought of season 2, what you guys thought of season 2 as a whole. I'll wait your comments down below. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. This is the Rider. I'm out.